Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a puzzle genre called Gemini Loop Puzzle. It's actually a variation of Gemini Loop Puzzle and it's named as Gemini Loop Hooked Puzzle, and this puzzle was featured on WCPN website a few days ago. So I really like the idea behind this puzzle and I thought of covering a video on this one. So WCPN website is an excellent website for Sudokus and puzzles. Daily a Sudoku or a puzzle is posted by some best authors around the world. So I'll add the link in the description below for the website name where you can see a few Sudokus and puzzles posted there for 10 days at least, and then the puzzles and Sudokus are archived for the membership members. So you can still become the member of WCPN website. And now coming on to this puzzle, so I have already solved a Gemini loop puzzle and I am seeing this idea for the first time, Gemini loop hook puzzle. So this puzzle was constructed by Wilbert Zwart on WCPN. So I really thank the author for giving us an opportunity for covering a video on our channel. And before going to the puzzle, we would really recommend you to check out to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. Please subscribe to the channel. It will really motivate us to cover videos on daily basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. And now coming on to this puzzle, so you have to draw a single closed loop that starts at one point and ends at the same point, and it goes through all the white cells and the letters in the grid, right? So the loop has to pass through all the cells in the grid including the letters, and so each letter here in all the cells, the letter that the loop goes into the letter and makes a 90-degree turn. So whenever you have a loop going towards one of the letters here, it has to make a 90-degree turn either here this way or this way, so it cannot go straight. So in the regular Gemini loop puzzle, the loop could go straight, but in this case it is not the scenario here. And wherever you have same letters or same instances of the letters, the loop has to pass through same way in all the letters and different way in the different letters. So exactly there are 4 ways that the loop can pass through in the cell, right? Having a 90-degree bend. Exactly there are 4 ways. So you can have this way, this way, this way, or this way. There are exactly 4 ways the loop can bend in a cell. And there are 4 letters given here, A, B and C, D, which means that each letter will have a different orientation of the loop. And it's upon to the solver to find the orientation. And with that we'll start solving this puzzle. So let's see if this was a 3-star puzzle from WCPN. And I've already solved this puzzle before the moment when it was uploaded on the WCPN website. I solved it and it is really a tricky puzzle. It really is a tricky puzzle, and the start of this puzzle is very tricky. So it's better if you have some tips that on how to solve these kind of puzzles, right? And now going on to the puzzle. So as you can see here, the moment I saw this puzzle, there was something very tricky at this and this point, because as you can see here, these 4 letters are all of different, right? A B C D here, right? But as you can see here, these group of 4 letters have 2 letters in common, or 2 letters are same, that is B and B and C here. So this was the start of the puzzle a bit, and as you can see here, every letter has to go one segment of loop either horizontal towards the right or left, and one segment of the loop towards the vertical at the top or bottom, right? So the D will have to go either horizontal towards the right or left and vertical towards the top or bottom, every letter, right? So there are 4 orientations, and in each of the orientation, right, in each of the orientation you will have one horizontal line and one vertical line either towards the left or right. So we know that the C here will have to go at least one segment either horizontal, right? I mean to say at most one segment towards the horizontal, left or right. And if the C goes towards the right, then both A and B will go towards the left. So I will have a helper here, right? Of course you will have to have a 90-degree turn. So if the C segment goes towards the right, in both the cases it has to be the same, then the A and D will go towards the left, right, as you can see here. And the same way, if C2 goes towards the left, A and D will go towards the right. So this thing gives us one one configuration, or maybe one idea here is that A and C will always have the same horizontal line going towards the same direction, right? It will have the horizontal line going towards the same direction. Either both A and D will go towards the right, or A and D will go towards the left. That one thing we have found here, which means that both C and B will have to go towards the same direction. So there will be two letters going towards the right and two letters going towards the left. But we already know that A and D will have to go towards the same direction, which means that C and B will also have to go towards the same direction, right? So which means that both C and B this way either will go towards the right, or both will go towards the left, and other will go towards the right. So whatever the C and B goes towards one direction, the opposite direction the A and D will go, right? Which means that at this point this line is for sure. So these kind of ideas are really difficult to see, right? And I found that there will be a line here. So if you don't have a line here, what happens here is that both A and B will go in the same direction. That we have already discussed, that both A and D will have to go in the same direction and not A and B. So which means that you will have to have a line here. Now if you see this group here, the same thing applies here for the vertical section of B. So wherever the B goes in the vertical section, maybe in the top or in the bottom, A and C will have to go in the same direction for the vertical segment here. So A and D was for the horizontal segment, and here the A and C will form for the vertical segment here. The same logic that applies here, and which means that B and D will have to go in the same direction. So B and D will have to go in the same direction, and A and C will have to go in the same direction in the vertical segment. So if A comes down, C will also come down, and B and D will go up. In that case, both of these lines will have to be sure. So if you don't have a line here, both A and B will go in the same direction in the vertical segment, which is not possible, right? So I know this is not much helpful, but I am just letting you know that what is the logic that is used in such kind of puzzles. There might be possibility that you will have such kind of logics in more tougher puzzles, right? The next and the most trickiest part of this puzzle was finding that C will never go towards the right. Now why that happens here? Because of this group. So you'll have to simultaneously come back and go forth with all the group of letters here, and I found that C can never go towards right. What happens here is that as you have B here, B and C will always go in the same direction in the horizontal section, right? That we have already discussed. So if C goes towards the right, B also goes towards the right, and what happens here is that you have a cross mark here, and the line will have to go straight and pass towards the B, and then the A also goes towards the right here, right? Excellent logic, that sharp logic here is that. So what happens if C goes towards the right, B also goes towards the right, and this line goes up, and there will be a line here also, because every cell has to be passed, right? Every cell will have to be used, which means that now A cannot find an intersection. So in this loop puzzle here, you cannot have an intersection or a branch. You will have to form a single closed loop. So which means that the A cannot go towards the left, and A also goes towards the right. So here the A goes towards the left, and here A goes towards the right, which is not possible, right? So in that case, we found that C will never go towards the right, and it will have to go towards the left. So which means that C and B will have to go towards the left, and A and D will have to go towards the right, right? So we can mark that here, A and D will go towards the right. We can just mark all the possible scenarios here where A and D goes towards the right, and C and B goes towards the left. And maybe a helper here to just get used to the notation of the puzzle easily, right? And D will come down here, So I think so that the puzzle will be solved here, but it doesn't. And at this point also the puzzle seems to be a tough one, because we have not got the next orientation of each of the letters here. The bending here, where for all the loop segments, where the loop will bend for all the letters, right? And with that we'll continue solving this puzzle. So it's really a tricky puzzle here, and really difficult to understand, because it was really difficult for me to understand how this puzzle works, right? And with that we'll continue solving this puzzle. So as I can see here, you have a closed loop idea here that we usually use in a simple loop puzzle. So you'll have a segment here. So if you don't have a segment here, you will form a single closed loop here as well. So you have a segment here, same way you'll have a segment here. So if you don't have a segment here, you again form a single closed loop. Again you'll have a segment here, the same. This goes on increasing, guys. This was one of the excellent logic that I found here, and it goes on extending here. So if you don't have a segment here, what happens here is that you have a cross mark here, and you'll have a segment here, here, and you again form a closed loop. So which means that you'll have a segment here as well, and same way you'll have a segment here as well. Excellent. So if you don't have a segment here, you form a you use all the cells, and again you form a closed loop here. So you have a segment here as well, right? This is a cross mark, and again you'll have a segment here. Excellent, right guys? Excellent. This is what I love, because of how the handcrafted puzzles are, crafted here. The puzzles, how they are crafted, and the theme here, the solving path is what makes solvers like us to solve these kind of puzzles, right? So if you see here, you cannot have, if you don't have a segment here, this loop will have to go this way, and again you form a closed loop here. It goes on extending. So if you have solved some tougher simple loop puzzles, it will be easy for you to have a look on how to see these kind of techniques, right? And now that we have done this much, I see that you have some contradiction here with the A. If the A goes up, so A has two ways to go, either up or down. And if A goes up, the problem here is that you'll have A going down here. And how to look out for that? Because it's really difficult to see that way, right? It's really difficult to see that way. You just have to count the number of loop ends here within inside of this area. So I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. You have even number of loop ends, which means that this loop end will have to go up, and if A goes up, A comes down here. A really difficult one to see that way, which means that A will have to come down, and now C will have to come down, B will have to go up. So A and C will have to come down, right? Let us do that here. A and C will have to come down, and B and D will have to go up. And with that, I think so this will be an easy puzzle to continue, and let us see if we are able to solve this puzzle now. So this will go this way, and this will, okay, you have a cross mark here, this will go up, this will go up, this has to continue this way. So this will have to continue this way, this will go up here, and I think so the puzzle will be solved here easily now. This was a really tricky puzzle here. This line will have to go inside this way. Okay, this will have to go this way. And okay, anything else you are missing here? Okay, there is a very good thing here. If you see here, both of these loop segments cannot touch each other or cannot connect. What happens here is that you will form a single closed loop of using the C here, right? So which means that this will have to go towards the left, this will have to go towards the left again, this will come down, and again these both cannot connect. You form a single closed loop again here. So this will come down, this will go this way, and with that we complete this puzzle. What an excellent puzzle. This was a really tricky puzzle, I would say, because you'll have to look out for all these kind of techniques here, right? So I really love the technique of having a loop segment here and here. That didn't give us anything much, but I just wanted to make sure that I cover all the possible ways of how to solve these kind of puzzles. and it was really an excellent technique and excellent puzzle here, a really tricky one. You will have to see the orientations and see the way the puzzle works here. As you have already discussed, A and D will have to go in the same direction in the horizontal segment, and A and C in this side will have to go in the same orientation in the vertical segment. So these kind of things are very helpful to solve this puzzle, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.